Hi, this is David C. Jones with Before the Curtain Goes Up. Once again, talking to someone, and they are actually in their venue rehearsing. Their curtain is going up in about 5 days, 7 days, maybe even. They're very lucky to be in their venue. I'm talking with Steve Charles. Hi, Steve.
Hi, David. How are you?
Darn fine. Now, Steve Charles. This I don't know why I want to call you by your whole name. Um, uh,
Everyone does actually.
yeah, they do the same things for me. They always throw in the middle initial. Um, this show was developed in Scotland, and it's inspired by a true story.
That's right. It's based on some kind of autobiography or like some of Claire's family history. So there's a lot of that in there. But a lot of it's kind of imagined as well. Like sometimes in ancestor stories, we don't have all the missing pieces. So then you fabricate or you imagine love into those spaces.
Nice, and it's quite a hybrid because you have an Austrian director, a Scottish story being done in Vancouver. It's very Canada.
It is very Canada, yeah. And we're really lucky to have Dennis Simpson with us, who's an Indigenous facilitator from Squamish Nation as well. So yeah, we've got a lot represented here, and the story does kind of explore a bit of those things of what it means to be a settler here in this territory, especially when you're kind of trying to reclaim your own heritage, which came from Europe or some, in this case, it came from Scotland. So
Right. Now,
yeah,
what is your actual well, maybe we should start off first really quick. Do a summary of the play. Some letters were found in an inherited piano. Is that
that's
right?
right. Exactly. And that's kind of the clue. It's a bit of a detective story, piecing together who this person was Claire's grandmother, and what her relationship was with her grandfather. Um, yeah, there's some tragic things in it, but also it's kind of a way to, imagine how it might be different nowadays if, you know, um, especially in regards to kind of the queer um, storyline. That was a difficult thing in Scotland, more difficult than it is now, like 60 years ago or whatever. So there's some exploration in that, and the whole play is kind of a discovery um, through these letters and this piano, and reimagining things and exploring Scottish heritage, and exploring um, queerness. Yeah, so it's a bit of a journey. I don't want to give too much away. So.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, now was Claire able to because the grandmother has passed, but were there aunts or uncles or other people who should go? There's a pronoun used in this letter that makes me think that grandma might be queer. Was that a slip of the pen, or were you seeing her going off on little vacations or something?
There are some inklings of that, and yeah, I mean, and there are some specific things, but I think Claire really did most of the writing on this, and took these kind of starting points as an idea for a journey overlaid on top of this. So it's kind of historical fiction as well, um, you know, to to make a piece of theater. So
Right.
yeah.
So not necessarily a complete autobiography because it's dealing with bigger themes.
Exactly. But there are people that, like, we do have doctors' letters that we use, from like a mental asylum and or mental hospital, and they're like, I play a grandfather in the show,
Right.
and my
Oh, you're
character
so
is
young.
based. No, I got some white in my beard now. So.
Oh, there you go. And you play. So you and there's four other actors. So you play some instruments, and you then step in as multiple different characters as we weave through the story.
That's right, exactly. Yeah, and it's a real ensemble effort. We have Sally Zori, who's our music director, and playing a lot of instruments and loop pedals, but also doing some live sound design, playing different parts. Rob Thompson plays bass. He's um, playing a doctor at one point. I play this grandfather character, and I also play a very energetic ceilidh caller who rouses the crowd. And actually, there's some audience participation in this show, so be
What?
warned. Yeah,
Okay.
it's really fun.
Nice. Do we have to get up and do an Irish jig?
No, but you do have to get up and do a Scottish jig.
Oh, right. Scottish. Sorry. Totally
No,
got
no.
my country's wrong. Oh, and they probably hate that. It's like, we're not Irish.
Actually, I actually slip into an Irish accent at points, so I have to watch out myself.
Nope. One of the things that's intriguing, I almost want to be cheeky and say, I guess you don't have a set design, because in the press release it says she invites you to close your eyes. So are we going to be watching the show with our eyes closed? Are you giving a blindfold
No.
at the door?
That'd be fun. No, it's very visual, but it's very sensory. There's a lot of very subtle sound design created using, small, sonic ideas. It's very textural. We're using clothes and beards and tapping on the piano, and it kind of so soundscape is a big part of it, but no, it's very visual as well. There's lots of movement and beautiful staging.
So we can peek. We can peek for those ones. We can open our eyes a little bit and watch them.
I'll let you peek.
Okay, just me. I'll tell everyone else. This is what I saw. Okay, so let's like we're talking around the show a little bit. Where of course audiences want to know what's in it for me. Why should I see this show? And so this is your chance. This is your chance, Steve Charles, to pitch the show. Say this is why you should come to the Russian Hall and see this show.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a journey. Like, it's interesting, when we had our opening circle, like I have like thousands of years of British heritage. It's very, very boring, and I'm very glad to be Canadian. And I think maybe I've done a common thing of like what a lot of people who exist in the dominant paradigm do, is just embrace lots of the other cultures that are here. I'm learning Chinese. I play soccer with lots of Latinos. I play in a Brazilian band. I kind of, because I don't feel that strongly about my ancestral connection. I feel like I'm a citoyen du monde and all of that. But Claire, on the first day, a lot of people were just talking about their work to acknowledge their ancestry and kind of really find out where they came from, and that was an important piece of us also reconciling, with being settlers here and kind of our place in that. So I think there's an opportunity there to kind of think about your ancestry. This is probably not pitching the show, isn't it?
I know. I was just thinking.
Like, I go to therapy already.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Going, okay. I'm not sure if we're selling tickets at this point.
I'm sorry, I'm the wrong guy for that.
Yeah, you're deep. You're deep in it right now. You're deep right in it.
Yeah, with it. Yeah. No, honestly, it's a really fun show. You get to participate in a Scottish ceilidh dance. There's lots of great music, very hooky. Lots of there's accordions and mandolins and a great percussion. Lots of cool looping effects. It's a very casual show. Like, it's there's a bar, and it's in the round, so it's immersive. It's a great production team. Yeah.
It sounds quite wonderful, and I know you're right in the middle of a break, so thank you so much for telling us. And now it's called Morag is longtime Deid.
Yeah, it's an interesting title, and I love this about it. Morag, you're a long time Deid, and I guess it's a saying in Scotland where it means like you'll be dead for a long time, so enjoy your life right now. But the way
Oh,
it's kind of a cool phrase. You're a long time dead, like you're
okay.
gonna be dead for a long time.
So you might as well have fun
So
now.
and that's Morag, the grandmother. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, it sounds like the show's going to have a lot of fun and it's going to touch hearts as well. So thank you, Steve Charles, for taking some time out of your rehearsal schedule to talk with us. It's been lovely.
Thank you so much, David, and I look forward to seeing you here.
Okay, bye bye.